Guten Tag. Welcome back to CFC TV. This is my preview for tomorrow's match against Manchester City at the Etihad, or like some people call it, the Etihad. It's obviously going to be a difficult game. It's the champions against the team that finished second and the former champions. So it's going to be a huge game. It's going to be a very difficult game. And I'm going to start with the lineup that I think Jose is going to put out. Obviously, it's going to be Begovic in goal because Courtois is suspended. I think the back four will stay the same with Ivanovic on the right, even though he did play really badly against Swansea. JT and Cahill as centre-backs and Aspilicueta on the left. And I think as holding midfielders, especially because Jose said yesterday in the press conference that Oscar is out. I think the Cesc will be moved to number 10 because Oscar rarely ever plays in the big games anyways. So if he's out, I'm pretty sure he's not going to start. He'd probably make the bench, but don't think he's going to start. And I think it's going to be Matic and Zuma because it might be Ramirez as well, but I prefer Zuma because he just gives us so much more security at the back so that our attacking players can properly go forward. Just like David Luiz did when he plays centre-backs in some big game, holding midfielder in some big games. Because Ramirez just gives the ball away too much. I mean, that is down to him trying to do something going forward, which Zuma hardly ever does, except for set pieces. But I'd rather have a player like Zuma that keeps the ball, completes his passes, and lets the attacking player, like Hazard in that case, than probably Cesc, Willian, and Costa do the attacking job, and just make sure that we don't concede. So I think that would be the better solution, and I prefer that kind of player against Man City to Ramirez, who can produce some magic. Hardly ever happens, to be honest, but he gives the ball away too often, in my opinion. Then I think, as I said, Cesc is going to play at number 10. Obviously, it's going to be Hazard on the left, and obviously, to be honest, it's going to be Willian on the right, and Diego is fit, so he's going to start 100% as well. I mean, there is obviously the possibility of us going Ramirez on the wing, just to give us even more defensively, and maybe either play a 4-3-3. No, that won't make sense. I'm not sure. Maybe keep Cesc as holding midfield and stick Ramirez on the right wing. Play Willian at number 10. I don't think that will happen. I think it's going to stay with the one I just said. Yeah, I mean, my prediction for the game, I'm not too confident because we didn't win a game yet. The whole season, not pre-season. I mean, yeah, we did win at penalties, but that doesn't count. For me anyways. So, my prediction is a 1-1, but I hope, and I think it might happen, that we nick a 2-1 maybe, because I don't think we'll keep a clean sheet. Not that it's down to Begovic, but he just gives us a little less security than Courtois does, I think. And the way we've defended so far in pre-season and against Swansea, we're not going to be able to completely stop Man City from scoring. That's just not going to happen. Because if we defend the way we defended against Swansea, and if Aguero starts, we might be in big trouble as well. But as I said, with maybe Zuma as holding midfielder, I think that would be some kind of solution to that problem. So let's hope that works out. I hope that Hazard has a brace again because he did play well against Barcelona in pre-season, but he didn't do too great against Swansea. So I hope that he can have a brace and properly show everybody why he's the best player in the country. Yeah, I mean, I have to mention it. There's been some talks about Ivo Canero, who Jose axed from the bench, and John Fern, I think his name is, two medicals that ran onto the pitch when Hazard was injured against Swansea. Not injured really, but just down. And Jose got furious. He was shouting at her and calling her naive in the post-match interview for not just her, but both of them, for running on the pitch in that moment because we were already down to 10 men. And obviously, if the medical staff runs on the pitch, the player has to come off the pitch and wait until the referee lets him back on the pitch. So we were down to 9 players. I mean, yes, we did have a free kick, but obviously after free kick, the possibility of the opponent starting a counter-attack is very big. So it's obviously kind of a problem to have 9 men for that for that situation. But it just went over the line for me. I mean, first of all, why do you need to make it public? Why? Just why? Second of all, what is that bullshit? Apparently, I haven't seen that. I'm not sure of that. Hazard told the referee that he needs medical help, so the referee called them on, which obliges them to run the pitch. If they don't, they could be fined and they could be in problem in you know. I mean, as much as the manager obviously doesn't want the player to come off the pitch, maybe Hazard shouldn't have called them. He was just tired, probably. That's what Josie said, anyways. And he said he knew that Hazard wasn't injured. And to be honest, yeah, we did know that he got a knee in his stomach. Yeah, it hurts, but you're not injured. You're not injured from that. It wasn't like a proper hard challenge. I mean, yeah, it does hurt, but you're not gonna be badly injured from that. There's obviously a problem. Eva Canera and Sean Fern are not gonna be on the bench against Manchester City. Josie said in the press conference that that doesn't mean that they're not going to be on the bench for the whole season or like ever again. Apparently, Eva Canero consulted a lawyer concerning this problem, which obviously, well, that's just media talk. You don't know that, but it's a bit of a weird thing, to be honest. And I think that maybe she shouldn't have done either. Maybe that's what got her raked as well. She went on her Facebook page and she does have 20,000 likes because she's obviously kind of famous because she's a Premier League doctor that is, to be honest, quite good looking for, well, how old is she, 43 or something? And she said, like, I just wanted to thank everyone for the public support that she's getting and all that kind of stuff. And maybe Joseph wasn't really happy with that because that made him look like he was at fault, which I think he is, but maybe he didn't like that. Maybe she wouldn't have been axed otherwise. I don't believe so, but maybe. That is obviously kind of, but that took away a lot from the pressure, I think. But yeah, so I hope that we can take care of Toure because as we saw in the game against West Brom from Man City last week, where they beat them 3-0 on Monday. He's still a dangerous player. He seems like to be back to full fitness like he was 2 seasons ago. And if we can contain him, pretty sure we can get a pretty good result, either a win or a draw. And obviously we need to contain Aguero if he does start. But even if he does, he's not at 100%. So let's hope that works out. It's just a must. We must not lose. A draw is not a great result, but against Man City away is a good result. It's a good result. So we just shouldn't lose, and we're fine, I guess. It's kind of weird. We haven't won a game in the Yokohama show yet. We just haven't won a game yet. Yeah, I know we beat PSG and Barcelona on penalties, but still, we didn't win the game in 90 minutes. So, yeah, that was it from my preview. I'm going to see you for the review tomorrow. And yeah, let's hope we can get a great result. Let's hope they can prove me wrong in thinking that it might end up being a draw. That, let's hope they can prove me wrong simply and just have a great performance. So yeah, see you guys next time, and thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, of course, please give it a like and subscribe, and see you tomorrow.